If you are worried about seeing hair fall in the shower, in your hairbrush, when you're oiling, when you're using serum, this video is for you. Your hair is actually supposed to fall out. Your hair is supposed to shed 50 to up to 350 strands a day. This is throughout the year. You're going to see more shedding during the shedding seasons, which I already have a video on that. It is part of the hair growth cycle, so it's actually a really good thing. Now, obviously, there's a difference between hair loss and hair shedding, which is a whole other video in itself. The hair growth cycle is 4 different stages your hair goes through. Now, your hair thrives off of your blood and the oxygen and the nutrients that is in the blood. Now, when it is in the anagen phase, that hair follicle is directly connected with the blood vessel. Your hair is actively growing in this stage. Catagen phase is the transition stage, and that is where that bulb and the blood vessel are starting to kind of detach from one another. Third stage, which is the telogen phase. It is also known as the resting stage, where your hair is just chilling. And then lastly, the exogen phase, which is the shedding phase. Your hair is coming out of that hair follicle. But here's the thing, specifically when you are brushing, washing, touching, oiling, doing serums, whatever it is, you might see more hair shedding then. And that is because your hair doesn't automatically just fall. Sometimes it can get stuck on your other hair strands, especially if you've used a lot of products that have either some silicones in it, some hidden microplastics, some waxes, things like that. And it can actually just get stuck onto your other hair strands, which is why it's important to be paying attention to ingredients in your products, because it does affect the scalp health. And unfortunately, I've said this in so many of my videos, there are so many products on the market today that are made to get people instant gratification, but because of that, they're made with ingredients that just coat your hair strands, and it's not optimizing your scalp health. When you are washing your hair, you're going to see that hair shedding. When you're using conditioner, you're slicking those hair strands, so if there's hair that's stuck, it's going to come off. Same thing with your oiling and your serums. It's not making you lose hair, it's getting rid of hair that's already detached from the hair follicle, which is part of the shedding phase. I know it can be scary seeing that, but it can be a really good thing for your hair. It's part of the growth cycle. And in order to grow new luscious hair, you need to go through this cycle. This was my before and after, okay? I go through this cycle every day. I shed hair, and that's totally fine. Before someone says, oh my gosh, I'd be bald if that was true, differs per person. It differs the hair type, the amount of hair somebody has, etc. Like, I shed a lot, but I also have a ton of hair. The average person actually has 100,000 hair follicles on their scalp. If you're taking care of your scalp, you're nurturing your scalp, there should be replacement hair coming in for you. I hope that calms some of your nerves. It puts you at ease. Just know it is part of the cycle. It's completely normal, and it's a good thing. I also do want to know all your hair is not going through the same cycle at once. Your hair strands are going through different cycles. That's why we're all not bald during the exogen phase.